Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, I got a question from a couple of civil servants during this process that they are listening to. And I also agree with yourself and MP Sarah Scott Williams regarding the fact that we get all these reports from these different institutes, in particular the audit chamber. So, and we need to do more with them, right? In one particular, one was the audit, the mini audit on the government's Christmas voucher program from civil servants, which was basically an audit when I was there. And I'll be requesting that through you, Madam Chair, through this committee, that we bring these mini audits, this and the one on the housing compliance, again, another audit during my term, in a meeting so we could discuss it and look at the things that went wrong, the things that could have gone better, and the recommendations that he brought forward. That also just brings accountability to government. And I definitely have no problem showing that what we did, what could have been done better, and hopefully the government now can do even better than we did. But regarding the Christmas voucher mini audit, it just brought more questions for me, and I understand where the civil servants are coming from regarding filing. I asked very specific questions during the budget debate to the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister then referred back to the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance then referred back to the Prime Minister. And at some point in time, we can't ask any more questions, so then we don't get any more answers. But seeing that the civil servants now are asking this question again, I'll repeat it again. The government gave a stipend, a bonus, a gratification. They gave something to the civil servants for Christmas. It was not a food voucher. It was money that went on their accounts. I asked the government, and now I'm asking the minister, what legal basis was used to execute this task? Was there an LBA, an MBA, or just a letter instructing the department to execute, or departments to execute? What was the legal basis for this? I also asked, and the civil servants are now asking me again, we didn't ask to get this money on our account because they voted differently. Now the money is on their account and they're asking, how do I file this money because the government gave us money tax-free? The government gave every civil servant this money tax-free. So now they're asking, how do they file it? Why didn't the government, based on the presentation today and the questions posed today, why didn't the government take out the necessary taxes like they usually do for any gratification or any money that goes on their account automatically? So what is the process for these civil servants? How are they supposed to file? What amount should be taken out? Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, MP Irian. I see that MP York would like the floor. MP York, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And before the Minister leaving, I would like to formally ask the Minister if she's willing, through you, Madam Chair, to submit her plans, tentative plans, I would say, for the tax reform in writing, either to Parliament or to my person or to my faction. Reason being, I was very adamant in the recent debates about tax incentives for startups and small businesses, especially seeing that our current tax code doesn't necessarily recognize the phrase small business. So they're easily forgotten. So in order for me to see, and I had a couple ideas, I also pitched during, or some that were pitched during the budget debate, and some that, I would have preferred to personally sit and speak to the minister about. But seeing that since the budget debate, I've reached out multiple times to the minister and have yet to receive a response, I guess I'll just have to officially just ask for the plans in writing to understand more, get a better gist of what the minister wants to do, so I can see where my ideas or suggestions, how they fall and if they're realistic or not, to be able to submit it via an official route, seeing that I cannot get an audience with the minister. So those would be my questions, and I would like to thank the Chair Lady for her indulgence. Thank you.
Thank you, MP York, and thank you to all the members of Parliament for your questions and comments. I'd like to take a 5-minute break just to deliberate with the Minister of Finance regarding the answers to all of the questions asked here today. Thank you very much. Welcome back to this Committee of Country Expenditures meeting. And after discussing with the Minister, we have decided to adjourn the meeting in order to give the Minister sufficient time to answer the questions. And I would like to note that the discussion on this basically shows that members of Parliament really went deep into the report that was prepared by the General Audit Chamber. So I really do want to thank the General Audit Chamber for giving this to us. Members of Parliament outside of this committee also participating the way they did, considering everyone had something to say and question about it, showing the need for this discussion to continue and to allow the Minister sufficient time to come back with her answers after prepared. So, and also a thank you to the Minister and her team for being here. And this meeting is adjourned until further notice. Oh, sorry, before I do, I didn't hit the gavel yet. MP Westcott Williams, you have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair Lady. And just briefly to ask through you if the Minister will share the report that or her presentation with Parliament, just to make that clear. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair Lady. I saw through a nod of head that the Minister is indeed going to share this report. I also, this presentation, I also wanted to, I'm glad for the extra time, because I wanted to let the Minister know as well, and the Ministry of Finance know, that, and all of the ministers, that, that the plan is to use the reports from the General Audit Chamber more and more. That is, like I said earlier on in the meeting, this is what gives us even more reason to have a discussion, a very open discussion, when needed, closed-door discussion when needed about these sort of topics. So it gives us a heads up of how things will pan out. So just as a reminder again then to everyone to pay attention to these reports. There is a channel, a WhatsApp channel that everyone can subscribe to for the Audit Chamber, and it's a nice reminder when you do get busy here or on the other side, that you get a reminder of when the reports are released, rather than waiting until we call meetings here or having a request from a member of Parliament for these meetings. So thank you once again, Minister, for you and your team for being here, and we look forward to the answers at a later date. Meeting adjourned.